We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. What? 20!
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check. Fresno.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Good move by Gurley. 34 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Goal. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Quit talking about it and play it. Under 10. Check 26.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Watch the screen. Switch. Shift.
Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go. Cut. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Rush in. Lock. Get hot.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Get in the weight room! Get in the weight room! 6! 94 is the mark. Hey, Delta! I smell fear in that offense.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. This one into the hands of Hurd. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. As they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
94. I got you. White.
Working from the gun. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams, standing just about on his own goal line. This is taken at the 23. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Black 80! Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Woo! Check 13. Check 13. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. White. Flare. Flare. 51, Mike 51. Twist. 6. Bullet high. Kill.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Let's go! Here we go. 180! Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Showing up. Showing up. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
On first down, here's Breida. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Watch the screen. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On second down, a run with Breida. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's good for a 49er first down. First and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. 180. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 11. 51. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
180. Come on. Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 21.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position back.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Chris Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well for the defensive
guy. What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Big air. Check. Man.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
This is Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 16 at the Rams.
Here we go. 180. You can't block me. 21. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Alert three.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Gone. He's got room to run past the 20. That's taken in by Henderson. And they will finally get him down at the 28. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Rams first down.
Here we go. 180. 54 miles. Here we go, team. Here I come.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Undercut. Hey, Kel! Kel!
Now it's Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, tight.
From the 38, Goff. He's letting it float. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A 6-yard pickup.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Going for the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. 94 is the mark. Check pass. Lock. 94 is the mark.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. In Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mike 54. Mike 54. DC. Defense, let's go. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
132 fighter.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Out of the gun, gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive,
Here we go.
knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again they run with Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
54, right there, 54.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check out, read. Slam.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Natson. .21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's the way.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Pass the Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
Hold on. Check. Pilot, 64, win.
Goff now looks to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a look now at Goff as he remains down and shaken up apparently. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
70, Indy. Exit. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Blue draw Parker.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a gain of 13. First down Rams.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Tight dog. Six guys. Check six. X3. 218. Chopper. Watch out.
Gurley again here on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the
10 Tucson. This thing is a loss. We taking wins home.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
12. 94 is the mark. 94. Hey, exit. Pick it up. 94.
Garoppolo again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, let's get there. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Drop deep.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Samson Abuka. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
94 is the mark.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That good for 22 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. 180. Check. Block 54. Let's go.
Now gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
First down.
Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They'll run with Henderson. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Throwing on third. Gone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. On first down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 30.